to another edition of Achievement College, my step-by-step guide to getting you that gamer score. This is Aussie Gamer 17. Welcome to part 8 of my 100% all collectibles guide for Halo Infinite. Now, a couple of things I want to go through before we get started on the collectibles, guys. You need to play through the game for this to work. You need to have played through the game to the mission. Hang on, I'll go to here and it'll come up. The sequence, and your objective is to reconstruct the Forerunner sequence. Your objectives are to activate the beacons. And when you first start, you have to go to this. When you first start in this area, you have to activate a cutscene, let's say, right there. Otherwise, you can't get across the bridge and start this sequence mission. So wait until you've done that. You get across the bridge, and then your job is to go and activate all these beacons. We've got one near us here. After that, I've just gone north and activated FOB November. So do that because that's where we're starting. And then you've got all these beacons on the map. Another one there. I can't remember where they all are. There's another one there, and you've got another one there. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go around this map, activating those beacons. Won't necessarily show all that, but as we activate the beacons, we're going to pick up all the collectibles on the way so that you can get all the collectibles whilst doing the story missions, and getting rid of any other side content you want to get rid of while we do it. Now, the second thing I wanted to mention is that if you're following this guide, I assume you've already done this. You've been getting all the other achievements and all the other side content that are sort of not really missable achievements, like saving all the UNSC squads, taking out the high value targets, all that sort of stuff, getting your Valor up, and you've got enough Valor to head to any FOB and order in a Wasp. I believe it's 2600 Valor you need for the Wasp. Now, if you don't have enough for that, you've got two choices. You can either go off now and do some of the side content that you've missed and earn enough Valor to be able to call in a Wasp, as we're doing here. Or, if you spend enough time on this map, even sitting just here on this FOB, eventually you get attacked by a Banshee. If the Banshee comes and attacks you, you can grapple up to it, steal the Banshee, and then you can use it for what we're about to do. But we do need some sort of flying vehicle in order to do some of these collectibles. I mean, you could do it without it, it will just take you longer, but I'm going to be assuming that you've got a flying vehicle to do that. And before we go any further, I am going to grab the first collectible, which is this audio log here at FOB November. And once you've picked that up, we're going to jump in our Wasp. We're going to open up the map, and we are going to be heading for this little island here. Far all the way to the east, that little island, and that's one of the main reasons we are definitely wanting to have some sort of flying vehicle. Gonna head over there. Now, also, there is a skull way back over near when we did video 3, but I wanted to wait until I thought everyone would have access to a flying vehicle and make it a lot easier to go and get a skull way over in the north, but that'll be either at the end of this video or the start of the next video. I haven't fully decided. Anyway, here we are at this island, sort of where we put the waypoint. And what you want is that body right there is where we need to go. So what I'm going to do is just land my Wasp down here. Hop out, Chief. I'm going to show you exactly where we are again on the map. And we're going to go get this Famine skull by climbing up here. And I think up one more time. And finding this dead guy holding the skull. Let's grab the Famine skull. Alright guys, you may want to jump back in your Wasp and then bring it over to here with you. We're going to activate this beacon. When you get here, you're going to have to take out a bunch of enemies in order to be able to open this door here.
That was easy.
I just want to show you, I have brought my Wasp with me. I've just parked it around the back. And we're going to go inside.
Let's see what's inside.
And down the corridor. Can't remember if it's right or left, right. And eventually we're going to come around, and before we go in to activate the beacon, we're going to find a Banished Audio Log right here. just make sure you do go and activate the beacon as well. Okay guys, I'm going to get back after activating that beacon. We're going to get back in our Wasp, and I'm going to head to the sort of north but west area here where I find a propaganda tower, and we don't even have to get out of our Wasp for this. We are just going to shoot the propaganda tower, trying to ignore the enemies nearby. And eventually, if I get the right angle, ba-boom, goes the propaganda tower. And from this propaganda tower, sorry, we're going to go up to the north here and get this Spartan Core. It's just a short little flight away. And unfortunately, we do need to get out. So I'm keeping low here. I'm going to land it somewhere without hopefully taking too much damage. There's the Spartan Core right there. See if I can land it on this guy and take him out. There we go. That will save us some trouble as we get out here and grab ourselves a Spartan Core. And from the Spartan Core, we are going to get back in the Wasp, even though we only have to go a short distance. It's just that I want to bring it with me instead of risking it. They do sometimes disappear, so get back in the Wasp, mark this armor locker if you have it available to mark. If not, just head up here, it's not far. And we're just going to park sort of down here on these rocks. Just going to park it in. Oops, I got out a bit too soon. You'll be right. And we're going to head right up to the corner over here and open up this armor locker. Oh, go from the right side. I know where they are, but I never practice opening them, so I don't know which side to open them from. And from that armor locker, guys, we're going to go straight up the rocks here. If we need to take anyone out, we're going to do that. Someone over here. Where were they? Oh, you. Oh, come on. I'm doing a walkthrough. I don't need any enemies. And what we want is to scan this artifact. And then we're going to go get right back in our Wasp. As long as it hasn't disappeared on us, which it has not. In we get. Open up the map. And we're going to mark a spot sort of in the middle of the south of this lake here. There's actually an island there that we want to land on. Bit of a hike. But like I said, we're doing these things in an order that we can get some of the story stuff done as we go. If your Wasp has taken too much damage, you could stop at Fob November and get a new one. But what we're going to do is find this island here to the south of this lake. We're going to land. And at this campsite here, you've guessed it already because you can hear it, it is our next audio log. And from there, we're going to jump straight back in our Wasp, open up the map yet again, and over to the right, to the east, we're going to mark a Spartan Core. And we're going to head over there real quick. Now, I haven't cleared out the enemies here. There's normally enemies here. Jesus, what are you doing, mate? I'm going to put this down before it takes too much damage. And we're going to grab the Spartan Core. Oi. I said I'm going to grab the Spartan Core. Leave me alone. Alright. Spartan Core, right here. And you guessed it, guys. Straight back in our Wasp. Nearly forgot where I left it. Yes, I did forget where I left it. There it is. Straight back in our Wasp. And once again, we're going to mark another item on the map. And that is an armory locker. Armor locker, whatever you want to call it. And it is under this bridge. So we're just going to go down under the bridge. I'm going to use my scan to remind me exactly where it is. We're going to land nearby. And we're going to grab the locker. We're going to jump straight back in the Wasp yet again. Open up the map yet again. And oh, it's not on my map, but somewhere down here is a propaganda tower. If you just go straight through the bridge like I did, you're going to see it. And we are going to take it out using the wasp. You can hear that noise that you can tell that you're actually making contact with it, guys. Bada bing, ba-boom. There we go. And from there, guys, we're going to open the map. And we're going to just mark this Spartan Core way over here. Don't worry if it's not on your map. I'm going to show you exactly how to get it, because the waypoint isn't exactly helpful anyway. It just gives me an idea of which direction to head. But what you want to find is this big structure of pillars straight in front of us. And what we want to do is go into the opening. We can take our wasp inside. So go straight in here. You might want to take out some enemies if they're in here. And once you've taken care of everyone, guys, that I, with the magic of editing, have done, we're going to head all the way through to almost the exit, set her down, out we get, and grab another Spartan Core. Make sure you get back in your wasp, guys, and then make your way around this, from where the Spartan Core was. We're making our way around this sort of mountain, and we're going to find a propaganda tower just down here. And once again, I'm just going to use the wasp to take it out. I want to get on an angle where I can see the orange. There it is. Hey, Moz. Ba-boom. And just a short distance to the west from there, guys, we're going to find ourselves near this sort of big, long, bridge-looking structure in the middle of the map. And we're going to mark a Spartan Core right there near the entrance. And we're going to go nice and low down through here. And we're going to be able to fly inside and land near a Spartan Core. Or almost inside, I should say. I don't know, would you call that inside? Anyway, doesn't matter as long as we get our Spartan Core. From the Spartan Core, guys, we do not want to get straight back on our wasp. We go past where I parked the wasp and past these rocks on our left-hand side and look down here and drop down to where you see the dead body or the dead soldier and grab the audio log. And after getting back on your wasp, guys, you want to head up to this part of the map down to the south, and we're going to get another Spartan Core. I'm going to just land in this little campsite and grab the Spartan Core. And we're going to jump straight back in the wasp. And once again, open up the map. And we're going to go back sort of down where we were, but sort of near the entrance of Riven Gate. Now, I've taken care of that base once again off camera, but you can do the same if you wish to. Probably make this next step a little bit easier. We're going to go and loot, I guess we could call it loot, that base of all the collectibles. You could do these as you work on that base. It's completely up to you. It's just easier for my videos if I've already done it. And I am forgetting exactly where this is, but I should be able to see it here. There it is. Okay. And I'm going to land here. And grab the next audio log. And from here, I'm going to get back in the wasp. You could easily do these next sections without the wasp if you wanted to. But we're going to fly straight into the base and land at this building right in front of us. Oh, there's a banshee shooting at me. I'm going to land inside it like a little hangar. And then I'm going to get out and head into the other room and grab the Banished Audio Log. And in between little edits there, I took the liberty of taking out that banshee so that I could get back in my wasp with no problems. And from this building, we're going to head directly straight across the canyon. Sorry, so we're going to have to turn right as we come out. But across the canyon to a very similar looking building on the other side. Some of the enemies have already respawned here. That's not an issue though. We're going to head inside here. I'm going to get out and head straight ahead for the next Banished Audio Log. And from this audio log, don't go back to your wasp. Turn to the right, head straight through and then straight ahead. And grab our next Spartan Core. Pardon the interruption, guys, but I just wanted to let you know that it takes a hell of a lot of work to make these guides and walkthroughs that I make on my channel. I need all the support I can get from you bloody legends out there. So please hit the join button to become a member of my YouTube channel, or you can join my Patreon by going to patreon.com/AussieGamers17. Thanks for the help, you bloody legends. Guys, after getting that Spartan Core, get back in your wasp, and then you're going to need to fly up to this location. We are up above the base. With the weapon trying to talk over me. I'm not sure what she was on about. Up above the base, and there should be this locker already marked on your map anyway, but we're going to land up here above the base and grab the next armor locker. Okay, and get back, straight back in the wasp once again. I don't know if I'm getting sick of saying that or if you guys are getting sick of hearing me or not, but that's just what we're doing. And from here, you want to look back across the base and find this little sort of lookout tower. And you'll see next to that, or leading to that, is a cave. And above that cave is where you want to land. Hopefully that all makes sense. Hop out. I'll show you where we are on the map. So just off to the west, north, sort of northwest of the base. And we've got another audio log. Okay, and from this one, we're going to go get another audio log. What you want to do is open up the map. Now, you may not already have this marked on your map, but you can see there's a lake just here where the skull is marked. Now, I'm not going for the skull right now, but right where that waypoint is our next collectible. I think I already said, yeah, an audio log. So I put the waypoint where the skull is. It was actually when I went looking for this skull that I found this audio log for the first time, I think. So put the waypoint right there, and if you went looking for this skull, you would start to hear the beeping anyway, and you can grab the audio log. But now we are going to go get the skull, and I'm just going to jump back in the wasp. And what you want to do, guys, is follow the water to this sort of river slash stream, whatever you want to call it. Hoping my recording didn't, my computer just beeped at me. Is my recording still going? Looks like it's all working. You want to get back in the wasp, and I want to park at the bottom of this waterfall. Park slash land slash whatever. Get out. Hopefully not damage it. And you want to get right up to the bottom of the waterfall, because 343 know how to make video games, right? About halfway up, you can almost see an opening. It's really hard to see with this water. So I had to do a little edit there. I figured out a good way to get to this and explain this, guys. So about halfway up is a hole in the side of the wall that we can go in to get this collectible. What I like to do is go really close to the water and then pick a spot about halfway up this rock face on the side and grapple up to it, and then you can see the hole from the side and grapple into the hole. Just like that. Then crouch and walk on in. Hopefully that helps get in here, guys, and grab the black eye skull. Do me a favor, try and get in there without that method. Try and just go up there the normal way, and you'll see how much that actually can help. Alright, guys? And making our way just to the west of picking up that skull, I've taken my wasp out here as well. I've landed it, and now we have got another locker here. And just a little bit off to our northeast, guys, is another propaganda tower. Get back in your wasp. And you know what I just learnt just a moment ago? I just learnt that you can press the Y button and change to rockets. I literally only just figured that out just a moment ago. I cannot believe I have not known this the whole time, and I'm admitting it on my YouTube channel. My bad. Anyway, after blowing that up, we're going to open the map and just put a little navigation point on our locker, or our next collectible, which happens to be another locker. And we're just going to fly straight ahead, straight up. Well, we're not going straight up, are we? That was a lie. We're going straight to this locker, though. Going to avoid the combat. We're going to just land somewhere nearby. Out we get. And make our way up to the locker. Yes, please. And after getting back in our Wasp, we're going to head further up the mountain and find a propaganda tower almost at the top here. And we're going to take that out using my rockets again. Oh, I hope that works. Are they going to be faster? Yeah, they are. There we go. Oh my god, that is so much better. And while we're still sitting here in the Wasp, we're actually going to go back up this way. I know there's a Spartan Core nearby, but I think it would be easier to just go and grab this while we're still here. And we are going to land here and grab this locker. Back in. Wrong, but oh god damn it. Back in the Wasp, hopefully without destroying it completely. Okay, if you look down the hill, I'm actually looking over to the west. You can see there is a Forerunner Artifact that we have to go and get in just a minute. But on our way over, there's this giant cave / hole in the ground. We're going to fly it down into that hole. Hopefully without smashing up our Wasp too much. Just go straight down using LB for those that didn't know that already. There may or may not be enemies down here. And once you've cleared out the cave, you may want to land and take them out without damaging your Wasp too much. Turn around and find the Spartan Core here in the cave. And from the Spartan Core, not back in the Wasp, haha, trichers. We are going to turn to our right, head through the cave, and around the corner, and then straight ahead for another audio log. And I'm just going to fly out the hole that we went in for that cave, guys, and then straight ahead over here to the Forerunner Artifact. Unfortunately, we have to get out to activate it. Would have been cool to just fly through or something, but no, you have to get out and scan it. And once you get back in your Wasp, guys, I recommend bringing your Wasp to the left of this Spartan Core, or to the west, right underneath the next beacon we're going to do in a moment. So underneath that beacon, bring your Wasp here and land it before approaching this cave. That's my recommendation if you want to keep your Wasp. Head into the cave, take care of the enemies, and also grab this Spartan Core. If you go to the waypoint, it actually takes you to the top of the mountain. So just park there, come inside, and grab the Spartan Core. Alright guys, now I have headed to this far north beacon, and you can see there is a Spartan Core. There's also an audio log here, and now I've parked my my Wasp down the back. I always go to call it a Scorpion. And what you have to do is take care of all the enemies out here, guys, before it'll let you open the door. But before we open the door, head up one of the ramps, or you could have grappled on from the back, but I just wanted to show you. And just sort of swing around and head over here and open up the Spartan Core. It's on the roof before we go in. And then we can just jump down the front, open up the door. And you want to go in here, not only to activate the beacon or whatever it's called, but you want to go inside, and straight in front of you when you get down the ramp is the next Banished Audio Log. And make sure you go and activate the beacon as well while we're here. Okay, back here at the back of the beacon, guys, back on my Wasp. What you want to do is head straight over here, find this sort of structure here, and then head up and find this sort of really tall singular pillar here with these pillars underneath. Now if you go up far enough, you can see something shiny up on top, and we can land our Wasp right here on this little platform. And I haven't practiced this, but I'm tipping we can just Spider-Man up here There we go. All the way up and grab... Oh, I forget what's this skull called again. It is the Thunderstorm skull. Let's get it. Alright guys, from there I'm going to actually head from that skull that we just picked up. I'm going to head to the south and liberate Fob Juliet, because that's where I'm going to start the next video, right here at Fob Juliet. So feel free to go and liberate Fob Juliet and meet me here for the next video, guys, because you guessed it, that is the end of this video. We'll continue finishing off this area and go get a skull that we can go and fly to from earlier in the game. That is the plan in the next video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank all my patrons and members for all their support, and everyone who can't become a patron or member just for watching and commenting and liking the video. It really helps out, so I appreciate each and every one of you. There's the bell, guys. You know what that means. Class dismissed.